So Peter Parker's this really nerdy guy. He's not that attractive. Girls don't like him that much. And Tobey Maguire really nailed that because that's kind of what you, Andrew Garfield, you just emit this swagger to you, and all the girls can attest here that they love you. So how do you tone down your awesomeness? Tobey Maguire, or Peter Parker.
That was the most amazing question I've ever received. I'm so sorry to disagree with you, but you're mistaken on all counts. Tobey Maguire was a sex machine in my eyes. And still is. And he will always be Spider-Man, and you cannot take that away from me. No matter who fills those shoes, it's always going to be Tobey's role. So don't you dare. I don't know what to say. I'll meet you at the back after, I guess.
It's me, for real, seriously. Tobey Maguire was the best Peter Parker. He was not a good Spider-Man, though. Andrew Garfield was the best Spider-Man, but was way too cool to be Peter Parker. Tom Holland is just the average for both, which makes him the best, because he's the only one that is decent at both. Okay, cool, man. Fine, whatever. Like, cool, that's your opinion, bro. Climb a tree. Tobey is my favorite, right? Because that's my childhood. I think I watched that first Spider-Man film back to back like 3 times with my friend Terry McGinnis, and we were just incredibly high, and we would do the lines to each other, and he just was cracking up in my face, saying, "You'll never play Spider-Man," and now Sam, here we are. Yeah. No, Tobey remembered not to look down the lens of the camera. It was. Yeah, you're right. He took a little bit of a kind of sabbatical from acting for a while, much to my dismay, because I'm such a huge fan of him as an actor. But yeah, he's been focusing on other things and producing and life. And it was so awesome to be able to be present for him being on a film set as an actor again, and especially, of course, in that character, because I grew up, idolizing Tobey in that role, and he's such a huge part of that character for me, and just being a fan of him as an actor, like other is, and when we first see each other versus when we part ways, like what's the journey of that? So it was just this incredibly, I don't know, ordinary, creative experience. Kind of it felt protected. It was very strange. It didn't feel like we were doing this big Spider-Man film. It felt like Tobey and I were really just working on a relationship between 2 characters, and using our imaginations and playing. It felt very, very playful, like we were kind of 2 friends, making a little Spider-Man short film and just going, well, wouldn't this be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? And action of, and I was like, I want to be very needy of you. I want to make sure that like you like me and you're impressed by me, and that I'm like the younger brother to you that you never wanted, kind of thing. Like I wanted to kind of be a little, monkey pulling on your tail going, well, what do you think of this? And what do you think of that? And so it was just kind of playful. We had a whole day on that scaffolding, just improvising and playing and trying things and finding out what the tone was and finding out who each other were. And then from then it was just incredibly fun.
Well, I gotta ask you, if fans went crazy the other day, you and Tobey Maguire went to a screening together and they went nuts just for that. What is it about his friendship that's so special to you, and could we see you two do another project together?
I would love to work with Tobey again. I mean, like, he's such a great actor and he's a good buddy, and I really just love him. I love spending time with him. And yeah, we went and saw this incredible film, Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is a genius masterpiece of creativity with the incredible Michelle Yeoh and these 2 incredible directors called the Daniels, and everyone will see it and everyone will fall in love with it in the same way that we did. And yeah, it was great fun, and to share it with. Yeah, no, I love him, and I would love to make something with him for sure.
On that, and amazing to see you back in this costume and this franchise. So for you, what was it like going back?
Well, I was just waiting to see if Tobey was going to do it, and if Tobey was going to do it,
And I was like, well, I have no choice. I follow Tobey to the ends of the earth. I'm a lemming for Tobey. But that was sincerely a big part of it. When I was approached about it, and again, in a similar way to what Tobey was saying, it was like, oh, the intention feels very pure here. It actually feels like a great creative idea and a great creative story. It wasn't like they were just asking us to come and say hi and then leave again.
I want to talk to you, though, about you going with Tobey to the cinema.
Yeah.
Tell me you were wearing a Spider-Man mask, because that would have just...
No, we were just two middle-aged white guys with baseball caps just going to see the movie. That was great, man. It was so great. I mean, honestly, it's so weird to be now friends with Tobey's, because he was my, I would look in the mirror and try and do his lines with my friend Terry McGinnis. We would just try and convince each other that we could do it, and it was fantasy fulfillment being able to be with him and being able to support Tom and be a part of it with him. It was just, it's pretty great.
You get to have all these...
So wild.
Well, Tom Holland did recently say that one of you guys wore a fake butt on set. So I need to know,
Yeah, I heard this.
who had the fake butt, Andrew?
Well, I have no idea. It's not me, so I have no clue. I don't know. I assumed everyone's butts were their butts.
So it's not you, it's not Tom, so I guess that means...
No, I don't think it's Tobey. I've seen Tobey's butt. Tobey's got back. And then they asked me to do it, and Tobey was doing it. I was like, it's Tobey's. I've got to do it if Tobey's doing it. It's fine.
And at least you weren't the oldest.
Exactly. but he's my Spider-Man. So it's like, I would practice his lines in the mirror when I was at drama school. Like, I was very high at the time. But my friend Terry McGinnis, he would crack up and he would look at me like, yeah, you'll never play Spider-Man, Andy. And then here we are. And but me and Tobey, we became friends, and we snuck in to a theater in Los Angeles on the opening weekend, and we were just two, middle-aged white guys in baseball hats and masks, and we just kind of, absorbed them. It was, special things in the middle of a pandemic as well.
And it's one of
True. It's so funny. I felt that kind of terrible power when Kevin Feige was like, and Amy Pascal, they were like, so you're going to do this, right? I was like, I don't know. I'll think about it for a couple of months. I'll keep you guys dangling. No.
Did you phone Tobey Maguire and say, are you doing this? Or
I was waiting to hear if Tobey was engaging. And then, it's that kind of thing where, like, people say, oh, yeah, we promise you Tobey's, like, really fully in. And they were probably telling Tobey that I was fully in.
100%. 100%.
But no,
yeah.
I would follow Tobey anywhere. So it was like, if Tobey's in, then I'm in. And
True. You take that photograph.
Me and Tobey landed on set. They put us in the costumes, and they said, we're going to do the meme really quickly. It was before we had shot anything. It was literally like saying hello to Tom, and we were all in our...
Wait, so the first time you said hello to Tom, you were dressed as Spider-Man?
Yeah, ish. Yeah. Kind of, yeah. And
him again and work with him again is really cool. But of course, like my favorite villains are Alfred Molina and Willem Dafoe's versions of Orc and Goblin. So it's like just to be in their presence is kind of cool.
He is choking it a bit. Oh my God. I just can't, and it's been killing me because of the whole secrecy thing, because I want to go around and go like, hey, let me get on wires. I'm open for anything. I'm ready to go. And that's about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this only just happened.
But objectively, you got pretty free pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
In that suit.
That's true. Yeah.
You started to feel pretty at home.
Yeah, I did.
Started dancing pretty quickly.
I did, yeah. I have no explanation for it. It just did it.
Instinctual.
Yeah.
It releases something.
It just did it. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
It is weird staring at you for that long.